Here at Power Tips TV, we spend a lot of time talking about building strong, profitable remodeling companies. Now, did you know that the best of these companies have one particular tool that they all use that's really invaluable in driving profits up and chaos down? There's one tool that really makes a huge difference in this, and I'm going to tell you about it in just a minute. I'm Victoria Downing, and welcome to Power Tips TV. This is where we're going to talk about tips, tactics, and techniques to help you build a really successful remodeling company. Now, I talked a little bit about a tool. One tool that all the best remodelers that I know are all using to help them control their business and make it more profitable. Now, the reason I know this is because I've been working with remodelers for over 20 years, and that's all I do is work with remodeling contractors. As I'm working with these businesses, I came to realize that, the savvy ones had a particular tool that, while it's pretty simple, not everybody's using, and that is your annual budget. Another way to think about it is your plan for profit. Companies that use a budget, that create this plan for profit, have goals. They know what they have to achieve. They know what they have to charge. They know how many gross profit dollars they have to produce in a year in order to cover all their overhead and leave them with a nice, healthy net profit at the end of the year. Now, it's not an elaborate tool, it's not anything fancy, it's not brain surgery, but it's terribly important for any remodeling company owner who wants to make the most of their business. I was talking to a CPA the other day, and he mentioned that he believes everybody should do a zero-based budget at the beginning of the year. That's basically saying we're starting from scratch every single year. Every line item in your overhead is looked at and analyzed and decide, do we need this year or not? Then you come up with a total overhead budget. Overhead are things like rent and utilities and your business license and salaries and marketing and things like that. So that's one way to think about it. Other companies will simply take their overhead expenditure from the previous year and use that as a starting point for the next year's budget. Then you can adapt it, add what you need, reduce what you need to come up with a final overhead number. From there, it's off and running. A lot of people get sort of freaked out about thinking about creating a budget, but it's really quite easy. And if you go to the resource library at remodelersuniversity.com, we have a spreadsheet there that makes this super simple. But the whole point of this is to know exactly how much revenue you need to produce, at what gross profit margin you need to produce it, in order to cover your overhead and leave you a nice, strong net profit, which is going to drive your company into many better places than you may be today. Now, if you've got any other comments or ideas on how to create a budget, how you go about it, where your challenges are, just use the comment box below, and I'd love to get your insights. If this is your first time here, I'd love to encourage you to subscribe to Power Tips TV. Every week we're going to be doing more tips like this. Also, please go to remodelersadvantage.com and become a member of our community. You'll join hundreds of other motivated remodeling company owners as we all work together to be even more successful. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.